What's up, Ragin Nation? This is Alex. You're watching the Ragin Nation show. This is just a web series where I talk about all things matter to me in the world of movies. The first thing I gotta talk about is RoboCop, and RoboCop's filming right now, and he's got a really nice ride, a really sleek bike. Some spy photos just caught this on camera, and it's pretty sweet. But I just can't get over the fact that he's wearing a rubber suit. But you know, it's kind of growing on me. On the very first video where I reported about this, I didn't like it at all. But it's kind of growing on me. He looks pretty cool with the visor down. I just hope that it doesn't come up like that might kind of look funny to me. I'm not going to be so quick to judge. I'm not going to say it's going to be awesome. I'm not going to say it's going to be bad. I'm just going to see how this pans out. Now, one thing I gotta say about RoboCop is that it is going to be delayed. It's no longer going to be released on August 9, 2013, so no longer next summer. It will be released on February 7, 2014. That's a year and a half from now. And that's a pretty long time, and they're in the middle of principal photography right now. So what is up with that? Well, here's what I think. Well, remember a month ago, I think they did like some sort of a script review, and it was posted all over the internet, and whoever read it, he just wanted to blow his brains out because it was just that bad. Word got out about this, and I think that they're doing some script rewrites. And when a movie goes through a script rewrite, it doesn't mean that it's a good thing. And with script rewrites, you gotta go through writer, you gotta go through producer, director, studio executives before they can approve the whole thing. So what I'm thinking is that they're going to be filming RoboCop, they're gonna take a little bit of a break, and then they're gonna film again, which means that they're gonna delay the whole production. So that's what's going on right now. February 7th is the official 2014 release date for the RoboCop remake. And that changes things a little bit for some other movies. If you don't already know, Elysium, which is Neil Blomkamp's next movie, will actually be taking RoboCop's spot on August 9, 2013. Originally it was supposed to be released on March 1st, 2013. It is no longer on the 1st of March. It is coming out on August 9, 2013. I don't really know if it has to do with production delays, but maybe it just wants to be in the summer movie slot. And now that the slot has opened up, they can take that spot, making it in just in time for summer movie season. If you don't already know who Neil Blomkamp is, he directed the awesome District 9. Now let's move on to superhero and comic book movie news. Kick-Ass 2 is currently filming, and they have their official synopsis, and I'm going to summarize it for you guys. So of course we follow the story of Kick-Ass and Hit Girl, and Red Mist wants to get his revenge on the two. Kick-Ass ends up doing his own thing, and Hit Girl ends up going to high school, so Kick-Ass is kind of on his own, but then he forms this band of other costume vigilantes, which they're calling Justice Forever. Hit Girl does something crazy in high school, and then she has to reunite with Kick-Ass and Justice Forever. And then Red Mist knows that there is a vigilante group called Justice Forever, so he forms his own team, and then they collide. So in a nutshell, that's the premise for Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass 2 comes out on June 28th, 2013. Now let's move on to Marvel superhero news. You know what? I totally predicted this. I saw this one coming. Iron Man 3 will be post-converted to 3D. And that's not the only thing that is going to be post-converted to 3D. Thor: The Dark World will also receive a 3D post-conversion. And that's not a big surprise to me because Captain America, Thor, and Avengers were all post-converted into 3D. Now there's no word on whether Captain America, the Winter Soldier will be post-converted into 3D or filmed in 3D, but I'm pretty sure it will be in 3D. Now speaking of 3D, I gotta put some emphasis on the fact that these 3D post-conversions are afterthoughts. They originally didn't decide that they wanted these movies to be shot or post-converted into 3D. They decided much later on while the movies were filming. Therefore, none of the scenes that they have been shooting has been directed or filmed to be in 3D. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like when they're filming these movies, the director does not say to himself, hey, we're gonna shoot this like this so that it pops out at the audience. All this 3D post-conversion stuff is an afterthought. So it's almost like there are three different types of 3D. Being filmed in 3D, post-converted into 3D, and the post-3D conversion afterthought is the weakest form of 3D, just because it was never the director's original vision to have the movie in 3D to begin with. Iron Man 3 comes out on May 3rd, 2013, Thor: The Dark World comes out on November 8th, 2013, and Captain America: The Winter Soldier comes out on April 4th, 2014. Now these movies are all part of the Phase 2 Avengers series, and Avengers 2 will be coming out on May 1st, 2015, but I just found out that the first Phase 3 movie, Ant-Man, will be officially released on November 6, 2015. So that's actually like 5 months after the release of the Avengers 2. Maybe in the Avengers 2 they're gonna tease the audience with a possible appearance of Ant-Man. Ant-Man will be directed by Edgar Wright. Speaking of the Avengers, Iron Man 3 is the movie that'll kick off phase 2 of the Avengers movie series. And the official synopsis for Iron Man 3 has been revealed. And it's actually a story of revenge. You got this new bad guy who has vast amount of resources, and he goes after Tony Stark. And then by going after Tony Stark, he ends up hurting everybody that's close to Tony Stark. So Tony Stark goes out balls out after him for revenge. And this actually begs the big question, and that is it the man who makes the machine or the machine who makes the man? Iron Man 3 comes out on May 3rd, 2013. And also be sure to check online on October 24th for the official first teaser trailer for Iron Man 3. And finally, the last little bit of superhero news that I have for you is that the Justice League movie is finally moving forward. There was a huge delay on this just because there was a huge legal battle between Warner Brothers and the original rights holder of Superman. Now that's all been settled, they can move on, and DC's Justice League movie will be going up head to head against Marvel's The Avengers 2 in 2015. Now keep in mind that this is going to be an all new cast, like they're starting fresh here. It has nothing to do with Zack Snyder's Man of Steel or Christopher Nolan's Batman universe. Christopher Nolan's not even producing the Justice League movie, even though Warner Brothers wanted him to do that. But they're starting fresh now, and the individual DC heroes movies like Superman, Green Lantern, Batman will follow afterwards in a completely new reboot. So that's what's happening with the DC universe. The Justice League movie comes out in 2015. And that's all I have to say in this episode. Let me know your thoughts about anything that I talked about in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, and also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Personal look into Jake Gyllenhaal's life as an LAPD cop dealing with gangs and all kinds of other situations that are very dangerous.